Yeah, the availability of power, energy efficiency, and sustainable operational standards have now become key indicators of competitiveness for Indonesia's digital industry. Let's hear more the presentation from Uptime Institute, the leading global authority in assessing the reliability and sustainability of data centers worldwide. Yeah, Mr. Lauren, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us in CNBC Indonesia. So are you ready with your presentation? Please share your insights, please, sir.
All right, thank you for having me. So my name is Laurensius. So for those who are not really familiar, the application, the banking system, even the internet providers that you are really enjoying is actually probably sitting in the infrastructures that is certified by Uptime. So who is Uptime? Uptime is a digital authority that really business is really making sure the resiliency of your data centers. This is really where we've really been doing it for the past 30 years. So we have developed our tier program, right, that was not available until 30 years ago. Right, so moving forward, so Uptime have been really doing this for 30 years, and we actually have been satisfying more than 118 countries with more than 3,500 certification. And that's really a major feat. Right? We have met more than 3,500 customers, certifying them, making sure their resiliency is really up to the par. Okay. Now, but then, this didn't happen 30 years ago. So 30 years ago, when data centers was developed by large data center owners, one owner can say that my data center is more resilient than the other, and the other person can say the same. So there was no way to quantify how reliable a data center is, right? So that happened. So Uptime 30 years ago, as a research company, learned how to quantify this. So together with the largest data center owners, Uptime actually developed an owner's charter. In owner's charter for the past 3 years, we developed a framework that will be able to quantify how resilient a data center is. So can you imagine that? A data centers before even the owner tried to build or design, they can even decide how resilient my data center is going to be, and I will be able to build based on that. So that took 3 years to develop. So by 1996, Uptime developed that program, right? And again, it takes time, but 3 years later, we managed to certify the very first Tier 2 and Tier 3 data centers, and a couple years later, Tier 4, right? So the framework kind of worked in a way that if you want to build a most resilient data center, it's Tier 4. If you want to build lesser than that, it's going to be Tier 1, 2, and 3. So the whole concept is concurrent maintainability at Tier 3 and fault tolerant at Tier 4, all right? So then fast forward till today, we have certified, right, 3,500 certification, and we have more suite of services to help the customers depending on their need. So we go beyond data center certification. For those customers who are really looking into it, hey, Uptime, I really need more advice in terms of consulting services. I need more advice in terms of future technologies that we need to look at. I need more advice in terms of sustainability. I need to empower my guys to be able to operate, design data centers based on what we need for future proofing. We provide that, right? So this is how we try to keep up with all the technologies. But most importantly as well, not many people are aware about it, but we do have a network community, right? Because when it comes to technologies, it's a community learning. It's just not Uptime. It's not just vendors. It's not just users. It's not just providers. Everyone come together, right? So Uptime develop a community services where end users can become member. They can learn among each other. They share the best practices. Uptime Research will share all the papers within Insight. So those members are the first to enjoy the benefits of this program, right? And together, we develop a sustainable program, right? And a framework. And this is where the community just keep growing, right? So as you can see the map from Uptime Institute, so there's a lot of existence that we have done, 118 countries and keep growing. So in Indonesia alone, we have certified more than 120 certifications. And by the end of the year, we're kind of really looking probably at the additional 8 to 10 certification, right? Now, but you will be surprised that out of 3,500 certification, the last 1,000 was only awarded in the past 2 years alone. So the momentum are really, really strong. It's simply because that we're just having more and more digital services. We're having more and more dependent into it, right? So having said that, resiliency is really the way to go, and we help customers on that aspect, all right? So again, everything is about resiliency. When it comes to uptime, it's about resiliency, but we go beyond that. In the past, uptime really looked into facility resiliency, but as the time goes by, we look resiliency into three aspects, which is on the facility, operation, and cybersecurity, right? So it's really good that we can design and build a data center that is really resilient in the infrastructure. But recently, we are seeing more incident about the operation of it. So we also need to learn how to operate the data centers in a more sustainable, excellent way. So we build a framework on that. And we also see a lot of cybersecurity incident, right, recently, inside and outside the country. So that is another level of resiliency we need to look at. So facility, operation, and cybersecurity, when you have all these three, you have a peace of mind and you can really better prepare your business for the future, right? Now, how does it come when the services, again, Uptime really provide services all the way from the certification, intelligence network, training, right? Because at the end of the day, we need to be able to upskill the people, then they will be able to design and operate. We also provide the consulting services, if they require that. For example, some customers are looking into AI. How can I prepare my data centers for AI? Right? We provide that kind of information. And last but not least, which is really crucial, sustainability. Right? So Indonesia is really big into sustainability initiative, but then again, how we actually keep those sustainability initiatives that is adapted to the current climate in terms of economy, in terms of need, and in terms of the application, this is where we play a part. Right? And for those people who are not really familiar, then again, how does certification work? First, before you build a data centers, you decide what kind of resiliency you're looking at. If you have decided, you know what, Laurensius, I know what kind of resiliency I'm looking at. I want to go for tier 3. Then good. Tier 3 is good, right? Then we go for the design phase, right? You make a blueprint. You make a design that is going to be tier 3 compliant. You submit the document to us. We review. When it's completed, you have completed the TCDD, Tier Certified Design Document that is fully certified. Your blueprint is ready for construction. Then you're ready for the next phase. The next phase is going to be construction. Then you build based on the design, right? And you know you're doing the right thing in terms of construction because you have those paperwork that's been certified. After that, we do the actual audit on site. And this is really serious 5 days of on-site audit that we do. We do live testing. We do rigorous framework of proving all the demonstration, the fault tolerance, the concurrent maintainability are there. And only that, the customers can really get the certification of TCCF, Tier Certified Construction Facility, right? So once you have this tier certification, your facility is certified. You're good. Now, question, is that enough? Most often it's not, right? You know that you already got a really reliable, resilient facility. You need to know how to operate. This is where the TCOS, Tier Certified Operation Sustainability, come in. So we actually look into your operation management, your SOP, MOP, EOPs, right? We look at the management structure. We look at the upskilling of your people. We look at your maintenance program, how you operate it day in, day out. We look at the incident report, right? So we are really, really detailed and thorough into the audit. Now, this assessment, once you complete this satisfactorily, you will be able to get a certification of TCOS, right? If you really achieve a high score, you will be able to achieve gold, which quite a few of our customers in Indonesia have achieved that, all right? And the question, next one is, does it stop there? No. Again, it's not. The journey is always continuous, right? Because at the end of the day, we also need to be able to be sustainable in the way we build and operate our data centers, right? Because Uptime kind of believe, if you want to build a data center that is going to live for a long time, going to be operable for a long time, you have to be sustainable from day one. Right? That is why Uptime came up with the award of Sustainability Assessment Award. Right? So this is something that is new, and we have already awarded to one customer based out of Australia, and shortly we will be able to show that clip. All right? And apart from that as well, we also have the list of just a sample of Tier 4 certified clients and data centers in Indonesia and also abroad around the region, right? So there are quite a few names you can see from here, right? And obviously, notably, DCI is one of the names, or the very first that is really going through the rigorous process of Tier 4, right? And we are seeing more and more of this, Tier 4, right? Why? Because the requirement, the need, the dependency on the digital economy are really reliant on how resilient your data center is, right? So the question of whether you want to go for certification or not is no longer a question. You have to go for certification. The question is how reliable you want your data center to be, Tier 3 or Tier 4. But lately, we're seeing a lot more Tier 4, and this is a proof of that. All right, so before I end my presentation, let me share a short clip by one of our customers.
Data centers power the digital economy, but their energy and water demands are accelerating. As AI and high-performance computing continue to scale, the need for sustainable infrastructure has never been more urgent and essential. This is where NextDC's M2 has set a benchmark, being the first data center in the Asia-Pacific region to receive Uptime Institute's Sustainability Assessment Award, creating a differentiation that is important to NextDC's customers.
NextDC prioritises sustainable digital infrastructure with best-in-class energy efficiency, advanced cooling technologies and a commitment to reducing environmental impact. Our M2 Melbourne facility has now been independently validated by Uptime Institute's Sustainability Assessment Team. This concerted focus on sustainability across the full life cycle of our facility helps our customers to meet their sustainability targets while optimising operational costs.
So what does this mean for our customers? It's more than just another award. It's a globally recognised and trusted assessment that validates that our digital infrastructure meets the highest sustainability standards. This award goes beyond validation. It's a structured sustainability assessment aligned with global frameworks like IFRS, ISO, CSRD and the EU Energy Efficiency Directive. Unlike other compliance-driven reviews, it links findings to actual operational performance on the ground, driving measurable progress. It helps businesses stay ahead of regulations, meet investor expectations and address customer needs.
The Uptime Institute Sustainability Assessment provides a global benchmark for the environmental performance of digital infrastructure. We developed the assessment to help organizations identify, document, and track the sustainability of their entire IT estate. NextDC's M2 Melbourne facility is the first in APAC to receive this award, demonstrating NextDC's commitment to efficiency, operational governance, and sustainability best practices.
Together, as digital demand grows, we're committed to building digital infrastructure that is efficient, resilient, and future-ready.
NextDC, your trusted partner for operational certainty and sustainable digital acceleration, proudly recognized with the Uptime Institute Sustainability Assessment Award.
All right, so with that clip, you can really see that how we try to give award to NextDC and how much effort they put into it to be sustainable. It's a never-ending journey. So the award itself has to be renewable because we need to make sure that they continue pursuing the sustainability initiative they have committed and continue doing it. And beyond the one side, they will go to the other side as well. And this is, again, it's only a journey from one customer. It becomes a blueprint for many more to come. Right. With that is the end of my presentation. Over to you, Ms. Afrina.
Thank you so much, Mr. Laurensius. Thank you so much for taking the time to present your insights with us today.